Greetings, Legionus. Delft here. A very psyched, a very excited, a very happy Delft. So, as some of you may have gathered by now, I have a new knight. I've got a brand new freaking knight, and it is amazing. I freaking love it. I posted a picture of it as the thumbnail, and I'm excited. I don't even know what kind of knight it is. But before we really get into that, let me tell you how it came to be in my possession. So I'm simply walking around at work, and first a little context. My job is one of those kind of jobs where things that are lost end up at. And by lost, I mean lost in shipping. So if something is being shipped somewhere and something happens to make it undeliverable or something along those lines, it will likely, due to the company like UPS or FedEx or whatnot, not being able to actually deliver it anymore, they'll end up selling it in bulk to a company like mine, in which case you'll see it as a used product or something along those lines on their shelves in a thrift store kind of deal. Which is honestly, I think, why sometimes you get those stories about people finding like unfinished, partially finished kits in stores and whatnot. I think that was packages lost in shipping, like this one was. Now, lost my mental track, ADHD, thank you. So, at work, that's the kind of job that I have, and I'm just security there. I don't even work in the packages. Like, I don't actively see the product. I just, I'm just a security guard. Whoop-de-doo. Anyway, I asked someone about an hour earlier to come and give me, a break at a certain time. And they happen, they come back at the agreed upon time, and they give me a break, which was a very pleasant surprise. Like, normally people were really late and giving me breaks. As a security guard, you get breaks when people give them to you. You're not allowed to leave your post, so you only get them when you get them. Anyway, so he comes on by, gives me my break, and I head on back to take my break. And as I'm walking back, I pass by the owner of the company. Or at least one of the owners. There's two. And he's talking with someone else. And I give them a wide berth for their privacy. And then continue on my way. And I was walking down a rather narrow hallway as I was doing it. Anyway, and then on my way back from my break, I noticed that they're still there. The owner of the company and the other person he's talking to, but now they're spread out on both sides of this narrow hallway. So at this point, I take a side route to avoid them, because they're kind of crowding an already crowded hallway, and I don't want to get in their way. And plus, it's going to be even harder for it to be a private conversation to be a private conversation. And honestly, there wasn't much space between them, so yeah, very crowded. Anyway, that was a long, drawn-out ADHD explanation of why I took this alternate route. So I walk around the other way, and the other way has I'm having to walk by a lot of the shipping doors. There's a lot of stuff in totes and boxes and whatnot. And as I'm walking by them, I happen to glance down into a bin. Now, these bins are huge. They're big. They're big bins. And this bin, you could have easily fit 6 people into with room to spare. Like, it's a big bin. And it's filled with stuff. All kinds of random minutia. Just scattered all throughout it inside. And, anyway. My eyes alight upon one thing, though. They go straight to one thing, and let me show you what that beauty is. They go to this beauty. And I see the upper carapace to it. What you see here, I see that. And I stop dead in my tracks. And I must have made a very loud noise. I imagine it was a very loud, holy! And it drew the owner's attention because he turned the corner just a moment later. And as he turns the corner, I look up and see him, make eye contact with him, and I look back down on the thing, and I'm just like geeking out. I'm just having a moment as I'm just all like... And I'm only seeing a piece to a night. It's not even a full night. It's not even enough to use. But it's a piece to a night. And it's beautifully painted. I know you can't tell from this shot. But, like, how well... Like, it's gorgeous, the detail. And I'm just geeking out, having a moment. And the owner of this company, you know, turns the corner and sees the security guard just going... Oh, wait, you can't see that. Anyway, yeah, just having a moment. And he comes over and looks at what I'm looking at and goes, oh, are you into this? And I'm like, into this? And I reach down and I gently pick the thing up. And mind you, I was only willing to touch it once he was there. As the security guard, I was not even willing to flirt with the line of theft or anything like that. I was not going to flirt with that line. Because as the security guard, I can walk past the metal detector without having to go through it and stuff like that. And that means I won't flirt with that line. But he's looking at it right same as me. So I pick it up. I show it to him. And I'm like, yeah, look at this beauty. Look at this absolute beauty. Well, okay, I don't say it like that. I pick it up and I point out, yeah, this is a knight from... yeah, well, I point out that it's a knight. And he goes, oh, what's that for? Well, he asks some probing questions. I point out it's from Warhammer 40k. And I point out how beautifully painted it is. It's just gorgeous. And I'm just like admiring it. And he says, oh, well, you can have it. Let's find the rest. And he starts digging through the bin. And I start helping him. And then it sinks in. I'm like, wait, did you say I could have this? And he's like, yeah, you can have it. And this is the guy who owns the company. He is the one person who has the authority to do that. The one person who has the authority to tell me that I can have this. So I just kind of do a double take and I'm like, okay, well, just so you know, this could go for around $200 because that's the average that a knight goes for. And he goes, okay, well, you can still have it. And I was at that point, no guilt whatsoever. Like, he knows that how much it costs. So I'm like, okay. And we dig around. We find all the pieces that you see before you. It's not everything. It's still missing some pieces. I don't recognize all the pieces either. I know it has a las impulsor, the arm that got broken off. I know that's a las impulsor, but that's all that I know. And besides that, I just don't know what kind of night this is, but I'm thrilled to have it. Excuse me. Frag. Dang, belches. And just, And no, it didn't come with the Grey Knight and the Primaris Hellblaster. It did not come with those. Those are just two of my models that I threw in there just for fun because I like showing off my models as well. But just holy terror, I lucked the frag out and then some. And yeah, he helped me hunt around. I found everything that you see here. And then I went back. And to add to a super geeky moment, I was expecting the guy who relieved me, who's back at the security desk, to not know what this is. To probably have no idea what this is. And he takes a look at it and just immediately, not instantly, but after a moment of looking, goes, wait. And I realized he was a Warhammer fan. And I'm like, yeah, just sorry. The owner of the company just gave me this. And I explained the circumstances that I just explained to all of you. And I was just like, holy terror. And I'm having a moment. He's like, wow. Just wow. And he looks through the pieces with me, and we find that we actually have most of the night. There's most of the night there. And I am just so thrilled. And he finds me a bag I can take it home in, and I call up my wife Fijesh and just have a moment geeking at her, in which she laughs and giggles, but you know, doesn't really, you know, she's not into Warhammer 40k or anything, but she enjoys the fact that I'm happy and I'm just completely having a meltdown. I don't know what I'm going to do to get the rest of the pieces that this thing is missing, because it's missing a few, but I will. I'm not sure how, but I will. And just, oh, so happy. Oh, so happy. This was a boost that I think I needed. I really think I needed this. Oh, holy Terra. That, my artwork for Bloodhound and Kovaran, in case anyone hadn't seen it from the live stream the other day. But getting back to the Knights. Yeah, just freaking psyched. I'm just psyched. And if I can find this, here, let me, okay, alright. And, oh man, I am happy. Now, I need to point a couple of things out that will let anyone who it hasn't sunk in with yet realize that this had to have been by the Omnissiah's will. This had to have been by the Omnissiah's will, because these bins get filled with stuff all the time, and they get brimming. What were the odds that I walked by right at the correct time? I'm the security guard. I don't regularly work in that area. Heck, I don't even work on that side of the building. I was working overtime. I just worked a 12-hour shift, making up for some other time. I wasn't supposed, like, my normal shift isn't even on that side of the building. I'm normally not even close to there. And I only walked by that bin to give the owner of the company some space because, you know, I figured he was having a private conversation. And this bin is huge. Stuff can get lost in there. You could lose a person in one of these bins. Okay, not literally, but a person could be hiding, like, at the bottom of this thing, there easily could have been 3 people hiding and you never would have known. Like, it's a big bin. It comes up to, like, about above my abdomen. And it's just brimming with stuff. And what just happened to be on the very top of this bin, filled with all kinds of random minutia, is this knight. Is this gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful knight. It's just sitting there. And I didn't even do a double take. I did a one take. I looked and my eyes never broke contact. I was like, whoa! And I made some kind of noise. And I didn't mean to get the owner's attention, but I did. And he's the one person in the company that could give it to me, free and clear. He turns the corner, sees me admiring something, comes over to check it out, and he happened to be there. He was the whole reason why I even saw it, because I went to a different route to avoid, walking by him so he could have the private conversation. There it is. He's right there. And I'm just like, and he turns the corner, says that I can have it, helps me find the pieces. So many things came together. Like, I happened to have a lunchtime while that bin was even there. I mean, a break. I happened to be able to take a break while the bin was there. The person came and gave me an on-time break. And it hadn't been buried yet. The knight was still on the surface. And as you can tell, I'm still completely flipping, geeking out. And fun day. Abso-fraggin-lutely fun day. I got myself a new knight. $160 I didn't have to pay out. And I had a friend tell me that they think it's Forge World. So if it's Forge World, that means it could actually be a heck of a lot more. And it's gorgeously painted. Okay, alright, I'm going to go back one more time to show you this. Look at that paint job. Let me go over one more picture. Look at this. Someone spent time and effort giving this thing a masterful paint job. It's flipping gorgeous. And I'm talking about the shading here. It looks sort of smoky around the edges where it's, I don't want to call it crisp, but where you see the black around the edges. And look at the plasma, the green little plasma gun that is that's mounted right there. He's missing the shield. Didn't get that part back, but that's okay. And just so excited. And the base is really detailed too. The base, I know you can't properly see it all from here, but someone put a lot of work into this base, and I'm surprised the base didn't suffer more damage. I mean, this knight got torn to pieces. You can see there that it was glued, and it got torn off. This knight suffered serious damage, and I was surprised it wasn't worse. And he's relatively intact. He is. And it's quite surprising just how in good of condition he is. This is it from a different angle. You can kind of see a pipe here that is spilling out. Like someone put some serious detail into this, and I can't love on this thing enough. I'm really sad for someone because this knight got lost in shipping, and whoever originally made it and painted it, oh my gosh, what if it was a commission? What if this knight was a commission? I really hope whoever originally had this knight, especially if it was a commission, or heck no matter what the case is, I hope they had insurance on the shipment. Because to lose something like this, especially whether you paid the money through the nose to have it painted, or whether you painted it yourself, this would be a painful thing to lose and at least not get reimbursement back. That would hurt. It's just gorgeous. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my gosh, the shoulder pauldrons, just all of it. Oh my Tara, I cannot stop geeking out about this. I can't. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, everybody, I just finished a 12-hour shift, and I've got to wind down for the night. I got to get some grub in me. I gotta go to bed and all that fun jazz. But I really wanted to share this with all of you and just share in what was an absolutely wondrous moment for me. Okay, wondrous might be too strong a word, but an amazing moment, an awesome moment where just the fates coincided. And I happened to be in the right area at the right time with the right other person who both accidentally directed me to where I would find this, and then was the only person to have the authority to give it to me. It's absolutely amazing. And I know you won't be able to see much really, but oh my gosh, this thing has way to it. There's an ever so slight chip to the paint right there on the carapace, and the plastic underneath is showing, but oh holy Tara, this thing is gorgeous. And it's got some sort of pack on the back, a pack that routes to this cannon. I don't even know what kind of cannon this is. I've never seen a knight like this before. It looks like a standard knight in a lot of ways. The las impulsor, I know what that is, but this, let me see if I can get that to properly show on the camera. Yeah. This, I don't know what kind of cannon this is. I'm not familiar with it. But whatever it is, it needs a massive cable coming from the back to directly feed it. That's a big deal. That's a big dang deal. But in the future, I'm going to put this guy back together. I'm going to plastic glue him up and maybe magnetize a few things. I think I'll magnetize the waist so that he can pivot like my other knight. The other knight that I have that I made all swampy and whatnot. Yeah, he's magnetized at the waist, and I've magnetized all his weapons and whatnot. Just anyway, yeah, I could geek out about this all night long, but I've got another 12-hour shift ahead of me tomorrow. I got lots more work to be doing, and amidst all of this, everything that's going on, it's nice. It's really freaking awesome just to have one thing. And Leftward Globe 16. And hail! Hail and greetings, Leftward Globe. Plasma cannon, maybe? Well, let's take a second look. Huh. Does that look like a plasma cannon? Because if it's a plasma cannon, where are the vents? I don't see the... Because, let's see. Let me grab this piece right here. Because this looks more like a plasma cannon. Oh, darn it, you can't really see. Yeah, it's just... Here, let me pull up the picture again. This right here. That kind of looks like a plasma cannon, right? So, not too dissimilar from this. I think the pintle mount, or whatever you call the weapon that's mounted right here, I think that's some sort of plasma gun. And it doesn't look much like this. I don't know. I mean, maybe it could be Forge World, and a lot of Forge World stuff does look very, very different. I don't know if it's Forge World or not. But, yeah, possibly. I don't know, but oh man, you can see the scoring on the end. On the end of the gun, you can see where this person painted it to look different. To look like it's had some intense fire come out of there. Man, I gotta find out what kind of night this is, Leftward, because... Oh man, it's so beautiful. Fragging Terra, luckiest find ever. I am ecstatic. I am so ecstatic. Oh, and the part where the shield is supposed to be mounted, that shield that goes right there, it actually pivots still. It looks like they didn't glue it in place. Anyway, though, I've got to put all this together still. Well, I got to put it all back together. Maybe I'll make a live stream out of that. If so, I won't be doing it tomorrow. That'll be later in the week for certain, because I've got 2 more 12-hour shifts ahead of me, and then the rest of the normal week. So I've got some work ahead of me. Anyway, though, yeah, I'm ecstatic. I'm very excited. If anybody has any idea what kind of night this is, please let me know down in the comment section below. And before I cut out here, let me go ahead and just show this off. I think this is a Las Impulsor. Unfortunately, we never found the other 2 mounts. I don't know where I'm going to get the bits for that. But the other 2 mounts that go here, we never found those pieces. Oh, wow. Oh, dang. It still moves. Frag. It still moves. But anyway, if that's not a Las Impulsor, correct me. I think it's a Las Impulsor. I'm not sure. I've never had a night like this before. Oh, let me just show off this pauldron. The knight's pauldron here. Let me just show this off really, really quick. The paint job the person who did on this thing. Oh, darn. This view is not doing this thing justice. But yeah, it is gorgeous. It is flipping gorgeous. And then I'll go ahead and just do a close-up of the legs. Okay, that's where that piece goes. Oh, yeah, there's some damage here. Yeah, I see now. You can see on the back there, I have a piece back here that obviously I think went right here, but there's a piece hanging off over here as well. Looks like it seen better days, but yeah, you can see the base. This person put some serious work into this. There's that. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. The pipe. That is so cool. But I cannot wait. I just cannot wait to restore this thing back to its glory. I'm going to have to try and find some bits to repair it from. Maybe one of those bit sites is still around where I can order the necessary bits to get this thing spruced back up to glory. I haven't touched 40k in a while, so I'm So I think it's cutting out your chat here. Let me go straight to YouTube. I haven't touched 40k in a while, so I'm not sure. It could be a las-based weapon. Maybe some variation of Melta technology. Could be. Either way, gorgeous. That's some incredible luck. Have fun with it, man. Thank you, Leftward Globe. I absolutely will. Oh, abso-fraggin-lutely. Oh, holy Terra. I'll take some closer pictures and make a post out of it. So look for that later. But oh my fragging Terra, they poured some work into this. I feel so sorry for whoever lost this, because that's a tragedy right there. I really hope they had insurance, because if they didn't, this would be a horrible thing to lose. Whether they made it themselves or whether it was something that they threw together, that they paid somebody else, it's still a huge loss. Anyway, though, yeah, I gotta get some shut-eye. Yeah, I got less than an hour before I need to be asleep before it's, if I go to sleep on time, I'll get 8 hours rest and then be right back at it in the morning. Wow, it feels like all I do is work and live stream. But anyway, thanks everybody. Y'all are absolutely awesome. Thanks for tuning in, Leftward Globe. And also, I will be doing some live streaming later this week. I'm thinking it may be MechWarrior Online, since now the lower glow that you see back here is my 3070 graphics card that I just got from the same place that I just got from my work through a bid system within. So now I can stream something like MechWarrior Online, and it won't look like absolute crap, hopefully. I haven't tested it. It'll be the prototype stream to see if my new setup can handle the rig, so we'll see. Anyway, though, y'all are absolutely awesome. Thank you very much for tuning in. And, yeah, I'm going to bail now. And, oh, one last comment. At first, I thought you were showing a picture off the internet, but then I realized it's the real deal. Yeah, that is not a random picture. That's the actual thing. And I'll actually go ahead and cut to that for the final bit. Show everybody the absolute beauty that is this. And holy fragging Terra, did I luck the living frag out. Anyway, finally everybody, y'all are absolutely awesome. And if you liked the stream, well, please throw it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, please make sure to post a comment down in the comment section below saying that you disliked it. And if you have the time, say why. And if you're new to the channel and genuinely enjoy this kind of content, please consider subscribing. In any case, though, don't y'all be getting into too much trouble, or do. It's all